LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. And tonight, I'm delighted to have on the show James Lights Out Toney.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
James is 67-4 as a professional fighter. And to put that in some perspective, most of these guys, names guys you've seen around, your De La Hoyas, your Tysons, these guys. Bernard Hopkins. These guys are in the high 30s, sometimes the low 40s. They're 42 and something. They're 38 and something. This is 67-4. I mean, it's double pretty much. Yeah, and
wow.
Good to see you, by the way, James.
Thank you very much.
I've never seen Adam quiver like that.
I chickened out. Okay. First, we got to set something straight. So I thought I said. I could spar with James.
You did say that.
It's a dream, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, there are many dreams you have as a young man, but this is a sports related one. But the thing about James is I've been a huge fan of his for many years, and I've seen him fight in person at the Olympic Auditorium about 10 years ago. James, by the way, campaigning at heavyweight now. And as I said before, only a black man can do this, Drew. Look good at 162 and then look good at 130 at 232. White guy, if you go from 160 to 230, you got stretch marks, you got breasts, you're a mess.
Tubbo.
You're pink. You're producing estrogen. Your
penis starts going inside out.
Your penis actually goes inside of you.
Oh,
White
goodness.
guy can't. White guy might be able to move a weight division or two, possibly. Like guy could go from maybe 140 to 148, maybe 152. But you can't fight most of your career at middleweight, super middleweight, and then fight at heavyweight.
You gotta have the genes.
And I tell you, I saw James today, and this is part of what scared me. I saw James today. Now, James not a tall man. James 5'11", 6 foot.
No, I'm only 5'9", to tell you the truth.
No,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
5'9", but I pack
No
a big
way.
wallet.
No
yes,
way.
Indeed.
All right. I'm not going to argue with him. The point
Advise
is
you not.
so here's a guy. All right, he's 5'9". He fights his whole career at 160 and change. How the hell is he going to weigh 230 and look like like he's not just a tub of goo? Fighting without a shirt, so I'm sparring today. Solid rock solid, scaring, talking to the guy.
Yeah,
A lot of talking.
Gotta get to his head, let him know what time it is. Just gotta let him know that I'm the man, I'm the new man on the block, and I'm here to stay. I'm not going to when I'm ready to leave.
Well, Adam was going to spar with you today. That's what he said last time.
I was looking forward to boxing with Adam. My man Nick was saying, we got Adam coming down there. He said, Carolla, we saw him at the steak restaurant a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, bring him down to 0-1.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
They said he came in.
Yeah.
And he left quickly.
Let me tell you what. Remember yesterday, Drew, I said I thought I got AIDS or something?
Oh, Lord.
Remember I said I was on my
you feel sick.
period? Or
Yeah,
I had AIDS?
he said he has period is what he said.
Oh, goodness.
It could be Hep C. It could
you
be
said,
my period.
You said
it could
you're
be
having
AIDS.
your period. He said, I feel like I have my period. That's what you said.
I feel like somebody hollowed me out, took an ice cream scooper and hollowed me out and filled me back in with sand and urine.
Oh,
That's
nice.
That's what I
That's
feel
sick,
like.
man.
So back hurts. It's like I'm having my period or something.
Oh.
Anyway, the point is I felt like crap, but I said no, this is a once in a lifetime chance. So I did that thing that I always do where I went down and I got a smoothie. I said this is going to fix it. Oh, the drinking, the smoking, the eating like crap. No, don't worry about any of that. You get yourself a nice carrot smoothie 10 minutes before you get in the ring with James Toney. Everything's going to be fine. I drank my smoothie. I showed up. James is in the ring, and he's beating the crap out of scary guys. He's doing that thing where he's got his sparring partners, but they're rotating.
Oh.
So it's like those boxing games where they have the Samoan thug and the black thug and the Mexican thug and all the scariest guys in the prison kind of thing, and you pick the fighter you want. These guys are rotating in and out of the ring.
And he's killing them.
And James is just smacking them around.
It was on D Block that day.
Basically,
just like we did the Lakers.
He fought everyone on D Block.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there thinking about having AIDS or being on my period or whatever I got. I was just watching James, and I thought, and last time I saw James too, by the way, was at a steakhouse. I don't want to speak out of turn, but James had probably had a couple of cocktails.
Oh yeah.
I may have had a cocktail myself.
No, Adam, you?
And Nicky was with his people, and I was with little Nicky in there. And
they had their own room, though. They were in their own room.
Of course.
They had that thing where you had to slide the doors into the pockets, and then he would entertain you. But you had to check with someone before you could go in.
Lou steps forward right there.
Yeah. So anyway, the point is James had shed the pounds and just looked chiseled. That's scary, Drew. Scary, I tell you.
Ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. And anyway, so I thought, discretion, better part of valor. So I thought, I'll just pack my crap up, go back to Kimmel's and write jokes. Who are you kidding? But I'd like to do it. I like to do it sometime.
Hey.
I'll let you get all the rage out on Rydell Booker, by the way, who is fighting a week from today. That is Thursday, and it's going to be. It's going to be on the Best Damn Sports Show. It's going to be shown live on the program, and I don't think they've done that before. This
is the first time for network TV, live championship boxing. The best heavyweight in the world fighting on TV on the Best Damn Sports Show. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be short night's work too.
The heavyweight division is wide open, by the way.
No, it's not wide open. It belongs to me.
Oh, it belongs. Yeah, that's what I.
To me right now.
It's wide open for him to take.
Yeah.
It's yours for the taking.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
and I mean, I think a few years ago, James Toney, who's everyone regards as a legendary fighter, I almost said farter. That's Jimmy Kimmel, who was inducted to the Farting Hall of Fame. Did you see it on SportsCenter?
No,
it's
that's
huge.
good.
Yeah, his dad cried. It's because I think he farted right before he went up there. But the point is, James Toney, legendary fighter. I don't know if even huge fans of James Toney a few years ago would have thought of him as a contender at the heavyweight division. Right. But he's proved, after beating Vander Holyfield, has proved himself a contender at that weight division, and it's in a little bit of chaos up there. I mean, it's up for grabs. After you beat Rydell Booker, who are you looking for? A Klitschko?
Well, that's the main focus right now. It's Klitschko, and first and foremost is Rydell Booker. He's an undefeated kid, I'm not taking him lightly. Right. Everybody think he's gonna be easy, but he's coming to fight.
22-0.
He's 22-0, 12 knockouts. But see, everybody think it's gonna be an easy pushover, but I'm not training for it like it is.
Do you ever?
Back in the past, I have.
You have,
but now, I can't afford to do that because it's big things at stake. I get past this fight. After I get past this fight, which I will, then we got Klitschko, and that will be crowned the double heavyweight champ of the world.
And there have been. I mean, you have great ability. I mean, the thing about James is a great natural fighter. He doesn't burn a lot of calories waving his arms around. He doesn't.
No, I don't do none of that. I'm a real fighter.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
Yeah. Slick. And, these guys, he fights a lot of these guys. Like I saw his fight with Vasily Girov, who's
we had fun that night. We had fun.
So I had fun watching.
I wish you could have been there with me.
This guy basically is a European guy, white guy. Holds the hands up high, throws lots of punches, and burns tons of calories.
Oh.
Therefore, he must have twice as much fuel in his tank. You understand? It's like his stroke is so smooth he barely makes a wake in the water. Mm-hmm. And James can go in and probably take some guys a little lighter, not train quite as hard for certain guys, and still get away with a victory, but not anymore.
I can't afford to. I'm too old for that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm much more mature. I think Rydell, like I said, he's in for a whole world of hurt because, like I said, I haven't fought since I had the injury. I'm hungry. I'm starving.
What kind of injury you have?
Achilles.
I tore my Achilles tendon.
How'd you do that, by the way?
Oh, boxing.
Wow.
Really?
Sparring. Matter of fact, happened the week before my last fight. I went in and thought left hook. They snap. Down I go.
How does that work, by the way? I mean, there's a guy with 70-something professional fights. God knows how much road work getting up at the crack of dawn and hitting the road and everything. And then you just throw a hook, a punch you've thrown 1,000,000 times, and all of a sudden pop.
That's just a freak accident. It could happen if I walked down the street. What could happen to you?
Yeah.
Walking on the street. And, like I said, it was a lot of work, a lot of hard work getting back together. Everybody didn't think I was going to fight this year. They thought I wouldn't be back to next year.
Right.
And I'm a determined SOB.
Yeah.
When I got some in my mind, I'm going to do it. And I just got tired of watching all these so-called heavyweight champions, pretendos, up to trying to fight and talk about how they going to do this and do that. I got to show what people real fighting's all about.
Do you think you're going to get Klitschko after you beat Rydell Booker?
Well, Klitschko ain't got no choice because I ain't the number one contender in the world. So, right now, basically, he's living on borrowed time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
And I'm going to get him. It basically, all I got to do is go down the street to the Brea Boxing Gym and go in that gym at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and go knock his ass out.
Yeah, he trains down the street.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to be cordial right now. But after the fight, I will start stirring things up.
Okay. You can get guys, by the way, to fight you if you make fun of them for long enough.
Oh, definitely. I must break you.
Yeah, especially guys that are 6'8" and 260 pounds aren't used to having people screw with them. You screw with them enough, you do it. The guy who beat Roy Jones Jr., the unbeatable Roy Jones Jr.
He's not unbeatable. He's got, it was a female getting knocked out by another female that night.
All right. Sorry, James. I didn't mean to rally.
It's all right.
All I'm saying is some people thought that Roy Jones Jr. was a guy who couldn't be beat, and
those people were crazy. Those people thought that they didn't know nothing about boxing.
Well, it'd been a while since he lost. It's
been a while, since he fought somebody who's real, and this time, he paid the price.
He fought the guy who kept bugging him.
Yes.
He just kept going to his press
conference.
conference.
But he wouldn't fight me, though, because I was bugging him worse than he was.
Yeah, but
he's scared to death of me.
You're scary. Well, everyone's...
He's scared to death of me.
You should be scared of you.
I am.
Okay. Karen? Karen?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yeah.
What's up?
Me and my boyfriend were having sex. And,
oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I started bleeding. Well, we found out after that it was blood. He just thought I was, really wet.
Yeah.
Afterwards, when we were done, I saw, it was dark, and I was like, oh, crap, it's blood. And then we just thought that I just got my rag when we were doing it, and then they...
Yeah. Rag.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. What about it?
Is it normal to, bleed during sex? Because it never happened to me before.
Are you on the birth control pill?
No.
Are you on shots? Ooh. Are you on shots?
No.
He's from the street, Drew.
James
Come
goes
on.
right for it.
He's no doctor.
Any birth control?
No, I don't take anything at all.
Anything at all? Well, it can happen. Sex can sometimes generate bleeding. It's not uncommon.
It is weird, though, when the lights are off and you're like, boy, this chick's excited. And then you look down and it's like, oh, Christ. That's horrible. That's like a horror movie when you wash yourself off in the sink.
Godfather.
The close-up of the drain. Crap going down there. Yeah, that's a good look.
Sing with the producer with the chorus.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, we got Steven's got a boxing question. Steven?
Yeah. What's up,
You're
What's up, Drew? What's up,
17.
Dave?
What's
up,
happening?
man?
Go, Steven.
Who's going to win between Hopkins and De La Hoya?
Oh, Hopkins, it's going to be a tremendous fight. I look at it 2 scenarios. I look at if De La Hoya can fight can box a perfect fight like he did against Trinidad, but fight the last 3 rounds and box effectively, he will win. But if he sit there and try to stand toe-to-toe with Bernard, he's going to get knocked out.
Well, Hopkins is...
he's a tremendous fighter.
By the way, he's got 18 successful title defenses.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. De La Hoya doesn't get the credit that he deserves, though, as being a pretty tough champion, too.
De La Hoya is he's a great fighter, but if you put De La Hoya against the fighters of the 70s and 80s, he won't last a minute.
Oh, really? You think those guys were better?
Oh, Hearns.
Well, that's
Hearns,
true.
Would ate him up like he did Pepino Cuevas, 1 or 2 round blowout.
Well, that's true.
You know,
That's an interesting
Roberto
thing.
Duran would have chewed him up.
It's an interesting, it's interesting, which is, when you go back and look at sports, in most sports, you go back and look at football from the 70s, a bunch of 190-pound guys with their socks around their ankles running around, rapping guys. And now, a bunch of guys, flying 20 feet in the air and throwing forearms. And so in basketball, the same way, a bunch of white guys in shiny shorts throwing the ball around.
Tight shorts.
Yeah, tight, shiny shorts with belts, ironically. I don't know, you get the world's tightest shorts. I don't know why you need a goddamn belt to hold them up. But the point is you look back 20, 25, 30 years ago in every other sport, and you go, there's no way they couldn't compete today. Too small, too weak, too whatever. Boxing, you look back on, your Muhammad Ali's or your Hearns, Thomas Hearns, Duran, Hagler, and you go, these guys 20, 30 years back would be competitive today.
Real fighters.
And maybe part of that is just the weight division, too. That in football, they just keep getting heavier. They keep getting bigger. Just keep bigger and stronger and everything. They're 160 is 160. You take a guy 30 years ago, 160 with no fat. You take a guy today, 160 with no fat. You got to do the math. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. James, how would you have fared back 20, 30 years ago?
Well, see, I'm an old school fighter. I can fight any decade.
So you say do okay?
I'll do perfect.
Right.
I'll be a champ of the world like I am today.
I just wonder what.
I just wanted to make sure.
I wonder what position Sir Francis of Tarkington would have been playing.
Fran.
Fran Tarkenton was a great quarterback.
It was, but he was 5'9".
5'8", yeah.
But he just couldn't win.
Sorry,
But he
James
just
is
couldn't win.
5'9".
He just couldn't win the big one.
Just couldn't win the big one. That's all right. I'm just saying. Here's a guy who's, he's 5'8". He's 150 pounds. He's got a comb over. I mean, quarterbacks now are like 6'8". They're 240 pounds. Right. I mean, they're just throwing those lasers down the field.
And they crybabies too, though. They get a little pinky. They want to go to the doctor.
Yeah, those guys were tough. They take the needle back then, Drew. And by the way, in boxing, what about you don't hear about steroids that much in boxing. I know Vargas got busted for steroids and was put out for a year. You always can tell in boxing because you're doing it with your shirt off. You see the guy in his last fight, he doesn't look so great, and then all of a sudden 6 months later he's got muscles coming out of the back of his neck. But it doesn't seem to help that much in boxing.
You know what? Because in boxing, you can't put steroids in your chin.
That's right.
The chin is the most important thing. If you ain't got a good chin, you won't last in this game.
Right.
And hey, like I said,
and they test, right?
Yeah, they test. We test for everything in boxing.
They do the test. One time, a guy got stripped of his belt for testing positive for marijuana.
Francois Botha.
I had to give the guy another belt.
Juan Gonzalez.
He's smoking pot, and he's in there. First off, could you imagine being high and walking out to the ring?
No.
You would freak, right?
Yeah.
Immediately just slide into the crowd and
watch
grab
a fight
something. With no sound. Really, the guys who test, I'm telling you, there's performance-enhancing drugs, right?
Right.
The steroids are performance-enhancing, the blood doping, all that. So they test for it because it's unfair to the people they're competing against for performance-enhancing. Exactly. Pot doesn't help anything.
Pot don't do nothing.
Quite the contrary.
Look at Ricky Williams.
Yeah, pot just makes you want to eat and not do your road work.
Yes, and make you forget about $80 million contract.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It's time to go do your road work. You're stoned. Forget about it, right? All I'm saying is using the logic of performance enhancing, if a guy's high, we should give him a couple of rounds. You know what I mean?
A few extra bucks.
Yeah, give him another belt. Big hemp leaf on there. Amanda?
Yeah.
You're 22?
I am.
What's up?
All right. So my entire life, when I was whenever I get hit with something, I never, ever bruise. Ever. Mm-hmm. And ever since I changed to the Nuva ring, every couple weeks, I get bruises like crazy. And I was wondering if it had anything to do with that.
All right, explain what that Nuva ring is, by the way.
It's a birth control pill, birth control ring you put inside.
Yeah. Right. And let me tell you something about James Toney. He wants Klitschko so badly he would fight him in a Nuva ring.
In the Nuva ring?
In the Nuva ring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nuva ring.
There's arguments about 18-foot ring, 20-foot ring, guys want bigger and smaller ring. He'd fight him in a Nuva ring. Yeah.
That's how small it is.
That's how small it is. Yeah. Yeah, what about it, Drew? So
that can happen. Are you bloating or hanging on to fluid or your breast getting tender or anything like that?
Oh, my goodness. My breasts are so tender all the time now, and they never were before. Well, I wouldn't say all the time, but at least every couple weeks they get so tender I can't touch them. They hurt so bad.
All right.
You okay with that, Adam? It's all right.
Yeah, as long as I can look at them. It doesn't hurt them to look at them, does it?
No.
All right. All right.
It's just like they're uncomfortable even in my bra, and it's just not.
All right. Well, maybe you should get off this new.
Yeah, you should talk to
right?
your doctor about it. It sounds like this isn't working for you.
Okay.
And don't worry about the bruising. It doesn't necessarily mean anything serious.
Okay, so it's probably. Do you think it has something to do with the ring?
Oh, I do. Why should you have two problems simultaneously? Yes, you should have a blood count down. You should have something called a pro time. But the fact is, it's probably the medicine.
James, you have kids? Have a family?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Can't tell you that.
Like 30? Like, what do you got, a ton?
Well, about 10 of them.
You don't hear about that.
That's why I got to keep my private
James.
life private.
Yeah, like Evander Holyfield you hear about. Well, Evander talks too much about God. That's why people
but
start looking into
Evander's
him a little bit.
Though. He's a hypocrite. So,
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I had to do like I did him.
He's that's why I had to be him. Yeah. And by the way, Holyfield's thumping the Bible and thumping chicks at the same time. It's like he's got 3-4 different kids, 3-4 different sets
It's
of
a
kids.
technicality, Adam. Relax.
All right. I'm
He
I'm
sees
just
his way
saying.
out of it with technicalities.
Yeah. But you beat Holyfield. Aren't you worried you might go to hell?
Nope.
Okay. Just wanted to
Not
check.
at all.
Just want to check that.
Not at all.
Why would that send you to hell?
Well, because he loves God.
Oh,
do I.
I see.
It's like beating God up.
So do I, but I just don't go to church every Sunday like you do.
And by the way, talk about performance enhancing. How about kissing God's ass, getting in good with him, and then going in the ring? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
That's an unfair advantage. If you think about it. Is that like I'm an atheist? I don't stand a chance in there. I'm lucky to just get whacked in the head, have some vessel burst, and just go into a coma and be dead before I hit the ground.
Welcome to Kid of the Day.
That's what would have happened today. All right, James Lights Out Toney in studio tonight. Not only a great boxer, but a great humanitarian and a great individual. James,
Thank you very much.
a legend. 67-4.
We forgot to mention
Everybody.
that the Against the Rope was based on his life.
Oh yeah. He had one of the first. Well, I don't know if it's one of the first, but
She was the second female manager. The first one was Becky O'Neill. They keep on forgetting about her. She's a nice little lady from Philadelphia.
Did a Jewish female manager. I remember seeing her when I saw James fight at the Olympic Auditorium about 10 years ago. It's crazy. Just all hair and nails climbing into to the ring right behind James. All right, so that movie was with Meg Ryan and who was that? Omar Epps.
Yeah.
Omar Epps. Loosely based on James Toney. James is going to be fighting this Thursday, 1 week from today, on Fox Sports West. He's going to be it's going to be broadcast live on the Best Damn Sports Show. He's fighting a guy, Rydell Booker, 22-0. So no walk in the park for James. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
LoveLine is brought to you by the Sony Network Walkman Player with up to 30 hours battery life. Sony, like no other.
Hey, everybody, it's the Love Line. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Here tonight with legendary boxer James Lights Out Toney, 67-4. Soon to be 68-4. Fighting 1 week from tonight. This Thursday, and it's going to be live on the Best Damn Sports Show.
Right.
And he's fighting Rydell Booker, who's 22-0, and then going to be looking for a Klitschko, namely Vitaly. It's tough because one's Vladimir and the other's Vitaly.
But
and
they both suck.
You always got a hiccup. Yeah, well, one doesn't suck as badly as the other, and that's the guy who's got the heavyweight belt right now.
I think time is
over.
James got to get it from him. Yeah, now see, the problem is that's a tall guy. He's 6'8". Yeah, he's a lot of Drew. You want to drag out the cardboard? Drag out the cardboard picture of him.
James.
We'll keep a cardboard picture of him here in the studio.
Oh, for what?
Well,
the hell you want to picture him for?
Well, now that's a good question. Now,
Lord, look at this guy's picture.
When you see it,
got the breasts on him.
Yeah,
they got the lipstick on him, the eyeliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good picture of him.
Yeah, what happened is Layman Brewster came in here and he drew on it.
Man.
So yeah, So the point is, and by the way, if Klitschko ever comes in here, we got to hide that thing. Really.
No, if Klitschko come here, make sure you call me so I can put that post out for you.
Yeah,
I got your back.
And then guard us.
Adam, I got you.
We'll just hide that.
I got your back.
I don't really need you to beat him up. I just need you to keep him busy for long enough for me to get to my car.
Gotcha.
That's all. And then what happens after that's what happens.
Don't even worry
I can't
about
be
it.
responsible for that. I'll give 2 toots on the horn when I'm driving
There
down
you go.
Venice. Yeah, that would be a nice fight. And the thing is whereas this guy's essentially a super heavyweight, and heavyweight, there wasn't a division. It was once you got out of cruiserweight, you got into the heavyweight division, and guys used to fight at the heavyweight division at 218, 215, 195. Muhammad Ali, probably half the dudes Muhammad Ali fought were in the 200-pound range.
Right.
He would, what's his name? Trying to think of.
Sonny Liston?
Well, Liston was probably a little bit heavier, but
Foreman was big.
Foreman was big, but Foreman was still 226 when he fought, Ali, and considered one of the bigger heavyweights. As all I'm saying is now these guys are 265 and they're 6'8". There's no longer, so there really should be a super heavyweight division.
I don't think so.
You don't want that.
No, I don't want that because you don't need that.
Why not?
These guys, these big so-called big guys,
Right.
and they're big and bad, bring their ass to me.
Right. Well,
This James Will right here, they just got a little borrowed time in it.
James is slick, and that's the whole thing, and these guys are big and clumsy, so I think James's plan would be to out-slick them.
No, my plan is going in and just knock them straight out like I did Holyfield.
Oh, you do the slick part, and then you knock them out.
Yeah, because, I sit there. I don't run from nobody. Like I told you, Adam.
No, you don't run.
You saw the fight with Holyfield. I stand right in front of him.
Yes.
And Holyfield's one of the greatest fighters of all time. He made Lennox Lewis hold and dance on for 3 fights.
Right.
And what I did to him was candy, playing with him.
Now, James is a natural boxer, and he's very slick and very hard to hit, and he doesn't have to run around and dodge you. He stands right in front of you, and you miss him, and then he hits you, and then he wins. James, that's how it works.
I get it.
Exactly.
That's why you didn't fight him today.
Caller James. Yeah, well, my period.
Yeah, you period.
I looked down into my sweats. I was spotting.
Oh,
it was very
Lord.
embarrassing.
What's wrong with this guy?
I went into the bathroom to find a tampon
Come on,
dispenser.
Hey, stop it, man. Stop it. You're killing me.
Yeah, I had to stuff a pad into my low foul protector, Drew.
Nice.
Oh, Lord.
Let me tell you something, too.
Hey, man, what's wrong with this guy, man?
Let me tell you something, too. Guys look scarier sparring than they do in the fights. And I'll tell you why. Sparring, yeah, you see them in the fight, they're wearing the silk trunks and the silk robe, and they're sort of cleaned up a little, and they're fighting in a nice place, a lot of good-looking blonde chicks sitting around, and the ring girls, and Michael Buffer's there, and it's sterile. You see them in the gym, there's duct tape on the canvas floor, there's blood everywhere.
Oh, that's the workplace, baby.
The guy he was sparring was wearing a T-shirt looked like the operating table. There's blood and guts and parts. Had part of his nose. He had like an ear on there, something. And James is sitting there. You wear the low foul protector, the cup belt thing. You wear it outside your trunks when you're sparring, so you look sort of disheveled, but crazy disheveled.
Right.
And you're wearing like cut off sweatpants, and you're wearing the headgear and stuff. You look like a lunatic.
Yeah.
You look like a maniac. Yeah, it's not the shiny stuff. Yeah, so you look that much scarier, and then the environment is scarier. It's like you're fighting in a cave.
Because everybody's
somewhere.
looking at you.
Right.
All eyes on you.
Yeah. James talking and whacking guys in the head. And plus, I heard stories about James, too. People are like, oh, yeah. You never know. You get that kind of, that's the thing that scares you the most. Yeah, like they go, oh, you're going to move around with James? So, yeah. Oh, okay. You never know. I mean, he likes you, right? Oh, well, you never know. See, that kind of stuff scares you. Caller, James?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, hey, Dr. Drew. Hey, Adam. How you doing?
Good.
My question is, if I drink and then I have sex that night, could my sperm possibly if the baby was to conceive that night, give it fetal alcohol syndrome?
Your drunken sperm.
If that were true, every kid would just be walking around with a hockey helmet on and drooling into a cup. We'd all have it. Everyone gets pregnant when they're drunk, right?
And you're saying if only you were the drunk one, if she was straight?
Right. If I was the drunk one, because my wife won't let me have sex with her when I'm drunk. because she thinks that that I could transmit fetal
No,
alcohol syndrome.
that doesn't happen that way.
Doesn't
And in
happen.
fact, it doesn't even happen if she were drunk either. Reality is because look, people have this very bizarre conception that concept that conception occurs at the moment of intercourse, like the sperm is released into the vagina, and moments later I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
The fact is,
No?
the pregnancy actually develops on average about 1 to 2 days later.
Really?
Yeah.
Glad to know that.
Not with Holyfield.
I learned something tonight.
Holyfield happens the day before. Yeah.
The egg is
He
sitting
actually
there.
gets him pregnant before he actually has sex with him.
The sperm sits there for
Yeah.
up to 3 days, waits for an egg to be released. It's rare the egg would just be sitting there waiting.
So you're saying
I learned something
your
tonight.
stuff sobers up
Oh, yeah.
while it's waiting?
Yeah, the workout of swimming up, scream like that.
Yeah, you sleep it off.
Yeah, they just
you work it off.
sweat it out.
You sweat it out. Yeah, you go sweat it out. All right,
Wow.
so if you're drunk, your sperm's not drunk, right?
Well, it's just either going to work or it's not going to work.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's all I need. Because I do a fair amount of masturbation when I'm drunk, and I don't need any. Oh, big man beating off again. Imagine your sperm coming out drunk. Hey, loser, how'd the date go? Yeah, the date went so well. What am I doing on your sock? Come on, let's order pizza and get some chicks over here. Imagine your sperm talking smack after it came out. Big man.
Zeke.
Well, first it'd be, what? Huh? What? The outrage.
Now you're walking to the toilet with the cleaner. Hey, buddy, come on now.
Hey.
What? I thought we had something. No,
Hey, Adam, you talking about everybody in the room over there.
So nothing gets. No, sperm will not get drunk.
No, well, it can get
right.
impaired, but not drunk.
How about a booger? Could you get a booger drunk?
Oh,
No.
goodness.
All right.
No, burgers,
please.
they don't usually talk
Come on,
back.
you whack people in the head for a living.
This
No,
guy, man.
Jay,
Yeah.
what's happening? 23.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. When I was about between the time of 10 and 12 years old, my dad's sister, she molested me.
Wow.
Dad's sister.
How old was she?
Yeah. She would have been, oh God, see, she probably about in her, 22, 23.
She was 22 at the time, molesting an 9-year-old.
I know,
Okay.
it's weird. And then my
Wow.
cousin on my mom's side, she's 3 years older than I am, and she also would do things to me when I was at that age. And
A female
my parents-
cousin?
Yeah.
Wow.
And my mom and my dad had a talk with my aunt and uncle and stuff about it and whatever. And
Had a talk with the.
well,
Gone to
shot
shooting,
him.
yeah.
they wanted to know what was going on because I went to my parents with it when it happened, and at that age, I really didn't,
Right.
know
All right,
what they were
did you
doing.
have sex with her?
Well, no, they would touch me and they would make me do things to them. Both of them did. It's weird, and
I know it's not a factor, but it's easier. It's a less bitter pill to swallow if she was hot. Was she hot? Look. Let's face it. It helps. Here's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this, and I know it sounds horrible, but if she came into the room and was a big fat pig with a clamp-on earrings and chewing gum, be like, you poor dear, you were traumatized. And if she came in and looked like Nicole Kidman, people would be like, all right, kid, well, let's move on. We can get over it, right? It is true. It is true as guys.
comment.
Yeah? All right. Where was he?
One.
Line one. Jay?
Okay, but the thing is that ever since then, I don't know. Normally, in cases like this, when you're traumatized like that with something like that, don't you normally you're not as more tendency to want to have sex and to do stuff like that, or because
Yeah, you can get hypersexual.
It
Yes,
can speed you up or it can shut you down.
or you can
Okay, 'cause
fluctuate back and forth.
See, with me, I want it all the time now.
Yeah. It really kind of wires up that part of your brain and then puts a supercharger behind it, basically.
And
Do
my
you have-
girlfriend, I have a girlfriend right now, and we had been with her for about a year and 4 months, and we started having sex about 2 months ago. And before it, I had a girlfriend. Before her, I had a girlfriend for 3.5 years, and we had sex about 1.5 years after we were together. And it wasn't like it was a big deal with her. We just did it occasionally. And now
All right.
this girlfriend,
well, listen,
it's all the time.
23-year-old guys are going to have sex as much as they can with whoever they
Right.
can have sex with anyway.
Well, but if you've been a trauma survivor, sometimes you can never be satisfied. It's always
See,
more,
that's
more,
the
more.
thing. I feel like I'm never satisfied.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about a little therapy?
Well, that's the other thing I was saying about, I obviously could go to probably, would it be like a sex or just a regular therapist?
It's regular.
Regular therapist, but are you an alcoholic, or is that alcoholism in your family?
No, I don't drink at all.
But is there any of that in your family?
My dad, he isn't a drunk, but he drinks probably every day. He drinks.
So it's possible you've got the combo here of addiction and trauma, which results in sexual addiction.
Yeah.
So you could consider SA also as a way of.
All right, but you got to get a little therapy if your aunt's coming at you that way.
That's why aunt and cousin, but different sides of the family. How weird is that?
That's just white trash there.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's
you didn't tell the story
about
what they look like, how old they were, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. It's going to get sad.
Crazy, man.
Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Were they ugly? I mean, it makes a difference.
It wasn't pleasant. Let's just say
that. It wasn't. Would you have to do oral sex on them?
The one that was 22, yeah, she would have me like groping her and doing stuff and like fingering her and stuff.
Wow,
like
it's just incredible to me.
And it's weird because like she's married, she has 4 kids now, and like
no.
You see her on Thanksgiving?
Oh.
Well, it's kind of hard. No, we don't really, because my dad doesn't get along with his family. So.
And what is it your parents wanted to know about it? They sat down and had a discussion about this?
Well, they didn't find out about. My dad didn't find out about his sister until probably a lot, like after the stuff happened with my cousin. It kind of happened during the same time. It was weird because it wasn't connected at all, really. I mean, they didn't know each other, either side of the family. And obviously my cousin's, she was only a few years older than me. And
yeah, but once you've been made a victim, the other victimizers sniff it out.
It on you.
They just see it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all right. Well, bad times, as we like to say over here. But Jay, he landed on his feet.
He'll be all right.
He'll be fine. He'll get a little therapy, work it out. Still not as bad. I don't believe it's as bad as if it was a woman doing this to a guy, a young girl doing this to an older guy. You know what I mean?
The older guy was abusing the,
better 10-year-old guy. And
it ends up kind of the same place, though, doesn't it? It's interesting.
Yeah. There's parts of the world where 10-year-old guys get going, that age. Yeah. James, when did you lose your virginity? 10?
11.
I mean, I could see you grew up in Detroit, right?
I'm a veteran. See, that's why they call me Dark Gable. I'm very able, man. I take care of business. Ain't no shortstop with me, baby. I'm trying to tell you.
Dark Gable.
Goddamn right. Say it again.
Dark Gable.
There you go.
Well, wait a minute. Who came up with Dark Gable?
It's me, Dark Gable, Prince of Darkness, Count Chocula. I'm all that. Whatever you wanted to be, I'm that. I can't help it.
Let's ask. We got a quick question for James Lights Out Tony, or James Dark Gable.
There you go. I like there you go.
Out Tony. Paul?
Yeah. What's up,
You're 30? What's up?
Hey, you're awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
So, how long before you get to knock out Klitschko?
We're talking about April.
Oh, in April?
April's going to be the date. April, somewhere around April 7th, somewhere around there.
Now, is that big payday fight?
Oh, it's huge.
Have you done okay?
We done good.
I mean, in your career, and you've been boxing for what, 20?
18. This is my 19th year right now.
19 years of professional boxing.
We done good.
And you've made money.
Done good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Here's the thing about boxing. It's all over the map. I mean, there's guys.
But certain fighters make certain money. Some fighters, a lot of fighters don't make everything like you think.
It's like radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
no, it is. You'd be surprised and angered to know that Drew A makes as much as me, which doesn't seem fair at all. But B, they're guys that are doing this shift at night are getting $30 a night.
$30 a night.
Not us. We're getting $33.50.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So James, good. You're making money. Good, because there are guys who've had long careers, had a lot of fights, names you've heard of, who didn't do very well, and a lot of guys just threw their money away too.
Yeah,
right?
but see, you gotta be diverse. I'm a diverse individual, like Dark Gable. That's my alter ego. Do
you save your money? Do you invest your money?
Yes, I have investment counsels and everything like that. So,
you do. Good, smart. Let the Jews handle it. Black man will do the fight and let the Jews take care of the money. I know how the game
this black
goes.
man right here, so he's smart because that's why I said the Dark Gable production is coming into play. I might put you in the film.
Please put me in your movie.
Yes.
Please.
Definitely.
What is it? What's the movie about?
Adam Carolla does L.A.
Yeah, good. Now I have to be in the movie. Otherwise I'm suing. We'll take a quick break. James, lights out, Darkwing Duck.
No. Dark Gable, baby.
Dark Gable.
King of chocolate, all that. We'll be right back.
Schlong Tony is in the hizzy, and we'll be right back after this.
Good night.
Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191.
Can I get pregnant if I do it? You get addicted to aspirin? It's when I pee. That's pretty accurate.
LoveLine. Be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. James Lights Out Tony in the studio tonight. 67-4. And then a couple of draws, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is...
Avenged, though. Avenged.
Avenged draws. 70... didn't win the fight, shot the guy in the parking lot. 70... So what is that? 73 professional fights. And that's active because a lot of guys fight once, twice a year.
It should have been more, but I retired for 2 years.
Did you?
Yeah.
What years did you retire?
From 97 to 99.
And what'd you do while you were retired?
Got fat. Strip clubs, pizza, steak.
Sure.
Crab legs.
Yeah.
Good life.
Yeah, I wonder if, by the way, fighters, they're, I don't know, they're wired a certain way, which is when they ain't training.
Going the other way.
They're going the other way, oftentimes. Yeah. And that was the old you, right, James?
Going the other way to the food place.
Right. But not anymore.
No, when I'm basically, because I'm at where I'm supposed to be at in the first place,
Yeah.
I've always been a heavyweight, and I'm very comfortable here. I think right now, I'm just starting to show my real skills.
Yeah, and saw him with a shirt off today, Drew. Looked good. Unfortunately, I was spotting and lactating, so I had to leave. I sprung a vagina when I walked into the gym. James was scared. Was yelling at the guy he was beating up.
Yeah, I was trying to make him fight me.
Poor guy.
The guy been calling for me for 2 weeks, so I have to give him something. Yeah. So it's
Which guy?
The
Mexican guy or the black guy?
The black guy.
He been calling for you?
Yeah, been talking about him for the last 2 weeks, so he got what he wanted.
Really? Calling for
Actually, like I said, there's a saying going around that says, be careful what you ask for because you might get it. Right. Well, he asked for it and he got it.
Yeah, I think that was part of the ring conversation, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let me tell you, I talk too in the ring. It sounds like this.
Sound like Nick, man.
Eric? Caller goes by the name of Eric.
There you are.
Yes?
Yes.
25, what's up?
Hey, I've been listening to your shows. I like you guys a lot. I was just wondering, every time you get a call, somebody, first thing you ask is, were you abused? Were you alcoholic? I mean,
that's all we do. Yeah.
Are we ever wrong?
No, but it seems like that's the solution to all the problems. I mean, you were abused, yeah, go get some therapy. I mean, is that for real or?
Yeah.
I mean, I have plenty of problems, and I was never abused. My family wasn't alcoholics. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What kind of problem do you
have? Me, I ain't got no problems, but I wasn't abused or I wasn't alcoholic.
Right, listen, jackass, don't call the show anymore. What are you, drunk?
No, I'm serious.
Well, what's your point? You call the show, you have no problems, but you have problems. You were never abused. We ask everyone if they're abused.
Well, I usually listen to the problems that people call you for, and you always say, "Well, were you abused?"
I know, but
because that's the source of their problems. That's why they get locked.
What is the reason why you call them?
That's why they get locked in these patterns of repetitive abuse. They're reenacting their original abuse. We're just bringing that to life.
Here's the thing.
And it's something that takes years to treat. So to think that we could treat that in a minute and a half on the radio is ridiculous.
Well, no, but here's what we do. People call and they want to talk. They say, look, I got a piercing, going through, goes in my ass. It comes out the urethra of my penis, and I now want to do one where I want to staple my scrotum sac to my forehead. Is that safe? And instead of us talking about stapling the guy's sack to his forehead, we try to get at the root of the problem.
Yeah, why you're interested in stapling your scrotum to your forehead.
Right. It turns out your uncle took you down to the basement, molested you for 14 years, and now you think it's a good idea to staple your sack to your forehead. We'd rather address. Here's what I'm saying. Instead of going to the. Here's what I'm saying. Instead of getting out the mop, we'd like to stop the leak.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You could get out the mop every time, but why not just stop the leak?
And by the way, you're usually looking for us to endorse behaviors that are so destructive that it doesn't even make sense to even talk about them.
All right. I'm just saying, and I don't mean to come down on Eric, but I don't know what his point is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm mad at him now. Eric?
Yes.
You come down here, and James Toney going to give you a beat down, all right?
I would like to go and actually see him fight.
All right.
For you guys, I like you guys a lot.
Okay,
you're
calling.
on TV.
You can watch Best Damn Sports Show on Thursday, a week from now. They're doing the fight live, something that hasn't been done before.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
All right, watch that.
That's all right. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Everyone's a good guy. But here's
why has it never been live fights before on TV?
Well, they do them on TV, but they've never done it like a TV show that way.
It's the first time it's ever been done on a big TV show like this. That's why.
Yeah.
It's big. It's been in everything. I mean, the publicity we're getting from it is great.
Right.
I think it's gonna break all records. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a quick night. So I'll get your butts out there early.
Do you have to get? I mean, that show's an hour show, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to get the fight in an hour, or?
Well,
you know what I mean?
They'll replay it.
Yeah. No, the fight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the fight is it a how many rounds?
It's 12 rounds.
12-round fight.
It long.
It's not going 12.
No.
But if it was a 12-round fight, you just go 4 times 12.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you got your time there. What is that? Like
48.
5 days? What is it? 48. It's still in under an hour.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Got it.
It's gonna be a good show. You should come. If you can't make it out, just tune in to the Best Damn Sports Show because I'm the best damn heavyweight. Period.
Yeah. Now you're gonna start fast.
I'm gonna start very fast. Don't start very fast, Adam.
All right. See.
Only time I don't start fast is in the bedroom, pimp.
I start slow and then go to stop. That's what I like to do. That's my move. I start it slow, I go to pause, and then to stop.
There you go.
Those are my 3 phases. And then I actually start backing up to the point where it becomes the calendar starts going the wrong direction. James, Lights Out, Count Chocula, Black Gable.
Dark Gable.
Dark Gable. There you go.
Dark
you
Gable.
Call Blackula if you want to.
Blackula.
There you go.
Tony is in studio tonight.
Studio.
He's going to be fighting 1 week from today. Guy's 22-0. The guy's fighting, so no pushover. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these Datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the Dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. James Lights Out Toney in studio tonight, 67-4. Fighting 1 week from today on the Best Damn Sports Show period, and he's fighting a guy named Rydell Booker. Jewish guy, I'm guessing, with a name like Rydell Booker. Yeah, I mean, you would assume.
Sure.
22-0. Rydell is 22-0. Hard to argue with, but he's going to have himself a loss on his record.
No doubt. That's definitely.
Maybe 2. You know what? When James is through with him, he may be 22-2. He might, if you beat the guy up bad enough, can you give him 2 losses?
Oh, he might just do that.
Yeah, so it'll be 22-2. 22-2, and James will be inching closer towards 70 professional.
It'll also be the debut of Lights Out Boxing, my new promotional company.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, doing a co-promotion with dudes and tutors, so, big things are happening. Big things.
All right. Things. Well, I will be watching and cheering at home, Drew, and I will do that. Let's get back to the phones. James is going to be here for one more segment. Matt?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
You're 20. What's up?
Well, I got hair growing up. I guess you could say the sides of the shaft. I wanted to know if there was any easy way to remove that that's safe.
It's bad times.
Bad
That's
time.
like ivy going up a drain pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Hey, Matt, you calling from Michigan?
I certainly am, sir.
That's James' home state, yeah?
It is. I'm not a huge follower of the boxing, but I've heard your name many times, man. Much respect.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and that's a good thing, by the way, when someone doesn't
part of
follow
Michigan
a
you
sport,
from?
knows you. Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from about half hour outside of Detroit, Plymouth.
Oh, yeah, you right on the corner from Ann Arbor.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How skip of the jump?
I go to school in Ann Arbor.
Okay, go to University of Michigan. All right.
Or Northeastern Michigan.
Nah, University.
Hey, Matt?
Yeah, what's up?
So you got, you called. You got hair
I
growing
don't know
on your penis.
if any of the laser techniques would be used on the peni.
Yeah,
Imagine
that's
it
what I was
could.
wondering. I didn't
bet
know if
you
it would be safe or whatnot. You know, that kind of, I don't know, there's something about lasers and my penis that don't mix, you know what I mean?
No, I understand that. It's sort of a painful procedure, too. So I don't know offhand if they would use
Yeah.
genitalia or not, but I bet they do.
All right. Well, you don't want to shave it, right?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the only option at
James.
this point. I mean, it's
James,
not.
you're
It's
gonna
not
need you
like,
following me
Matt,
around.
I'm sorry, man. I got sideburns going on or something like that.
All right. How about you're gonna need some waxing. You need a bikini wax.
Go to the next place.
But that's going to come right back, though.
What are you gonna do? Let me tell
Might
you
as well
something.
shave it every day.
All right, but let me explain life first off.
What's life?
Well,
Explain
let me
life.
explain life to
Please.
you and James.
James, listen carefully. He's
Everyone's-
going to explain
I'm
life.
listening.
He's leaning in.
First off, if you got a nice car, you got to wash it once a week, right?
Exactly.
Got to throw a coat of wax on it.
You gotta,
gotta
like,
put some
twice a
armor
week.
on it. You got to take care of it. What could be more important than your penis? That is the Ferrari of body parts. You understand? You're
Or the Miata in your case. But go ahead.
All right. You had to pick a gay car. You couldn't just pick a small car. You had to pick a gay
All right,
car.
the Mini.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. In my case, the Mini. Right.
The
point,
next special.
Point is you got to take care of that part, and if that means you got to maintain it a couple times a week, once a week, putting a little wax strip on there, then so be it. That's what you got to do, and that's what he's got to do. You don't want to take a laser to it. You don't want to shave it.
Yeah, but why not?
Why? You'll have
Stubble.
you have sex with a chick with you have a 5 o'clock stubble. You give her.
Oh, my
you'll
goodness.
turn her inside out. Yeah, you tear her up.
Like a hamster.
That's right. What?
I don't know. Don't-
Like a hamster. That's my point. The point is you gotta either pluck it or you gotta wax it. That's what I'm saying. All right, Marina,
Yep.
you're 24.
Yep.
All right, what's up?
Well, I just started seeing a guy about 2 weeks ago, and immediately started getting intimate with him. Aside from the fact that alcohol was involved, I was just I am really gaga over him.
Yeah,
But,
right.
Didn't have sex, though, till the second week. We just got intimate and fooled around and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, aside from the sex, we get along absolutely great.
Aside from the sex.
What's wrong with the sex?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with sex.
All right, so you have good sex, you get along with him. What's
the matter?
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is I want to make sure, have some sort of signs of whether he is in it for just the sex and for the good time, and then he'll drop me.
How old is he?
32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
32-year-olds are usually past that just for the sex stage, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah, I was past at 32, and I got married. I'm looking to get back
Pick it
into
back
it.
up, yeah.
about
But I
6
mean,
months.
if she had said 22, I would say, well,
Yeah,
that's what he's in
well,
it for.
Also, I mean, let's just try to figure out what this guy's got going for him. Because, okay, here's what I say. Let's put it this way. It's sad but true. Guys will do about as much as they can do with as many people as they can do it with. Now, Drew,
especially
you
in their
don't
20s, in their
you don't
20s.
have this problem because your wife's listening and you won't admit it. But here's what I mean. It's like, here's what guys will do. Guys will be with the same woman for a long time, all of a sudden win the lottery, get a sports car, and all of a sudden they're banging their secretary. It depends. Guys are, the reason actors...
That, by the way, is why you wait till later in life to see where
but the
where
reason
what your
the reason
position's going to be.
professional athletes and actors aren't faithful to their girlfriends is because they can get other chicks. I mean, oftentimes that's what happens.
I don't
Once
know
in a
what you're
while.
talking about.
No, James doesn't know.
I don't know
James,
what you're talking about.
no, boxers never do this
Never.
kind of stuff.
Never.
No, I mean, when I say professional athlete, I mean golfer,
Yeah.
polo,
Bowling.
swimming,
Lawyers,
bowling, lawyers,
Curling.
curling. There's a
Yeah.
guy. Those Canadians,
With the broom
Security
guy,
guys.
especially.
yeah,
drivers.
yeah. I mean, those
Yeah.
types of guys. Yeah, I'm not talking about your black fighters.
never.
No,
Or basketball
never.
players.
We so
Or-
innocent.
No, not basketball
Never.
players.
Would
No.
How
never
dare you?
No, and I'm sorry if you inferred that at all. I
just-
apologize. I
I'm
want to apologize.
appalled.
I want to apologize. I
I'm
want to
trying to tell you, I'm really hurt by that.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Jesus.
I spoke out of turn.
Yes, you
It's just
did.
that James got a career in acting. I swear to God.
He really does.
got to give him a new career.
It
going.
really
You
does.
guys really upset me.
I'm sorry, buddy. If I could turn back time and take that back, I would do it in a heartbeat. I really would. And of course, I didn't mean boxers. But my point is guys will do as much as they think they can get away with. Now, you show me a guy who's got a nice ride, a nice pad, who looks good with his shirt off and has a good gig. I'll show you a guy who might not be ready to settle down at almost any age.
Or who could, who if he's there, also could be ready to settle down, and Marina could be the one.
All right. Could be. Marina,
Yeah,
what's he do? What's his job?
he has his own business.
All right. Does he make money?
Yeah.
He does.
He
Do
does.
you work for him?
Does he what?
Do you work for him? Do you work for him?
Oh, do I work for him?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All
Totally
right.
different.
And he makes a good living. What kind of car does he drive?
Yeah.
It's a nice one.
What kind?
Yeah.
What kind?
Mercedes.
Oh,
Mercedes.
Does he talk about other girls? He's still dating other people?
No, he wouldn't talk about other girls.
Well, as far as I know, he's not.
What do you mean, as far as you know? Have you had this discussion yet?
Does he look good with his shirt off? Because when guys stop working out, it means they're ready to get married.
Is he hairy?
No, he looks good with his shirt off.
He looks good with his shirt off.
Is he hairy?
Is he hair? No, well, he shaves. He could be hairy.
He shaves.
Uh-oh.
That's trouble. If he's shaving, by the way, when you're primping, when you're plucking, when you're tanning, when you're shaving, when you're armor alling, it means you're looking for chicks.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
Where does he live? Beverly Hills.
Nudist colony.
Where?
Beverly Hills.
Where's he live?
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Oh, sucker.
Where'd you meet him?
At a bar.
At a bar.
Oh.
All right. So he's a smooth talker. He's got a nice car, and he shaves his chest.
Well,
Sounding a little.
we did have that conversation because I know I'm young, and a lot of older guys think that well, she's too young for me. Well, let's see what I can get out of her because she's young anyway, and I wouldn't marry her.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
Okay, and so you had this conversation, and what came of it?
Well, he said, yeah, I'm looking for someone and whatever, but that was what I was expecting. Of course, I wasn't thinking he's going to say, no, I'm just here to screw you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Is he wearing any jewelry? He's got no jewelry.
Bling bling.
All right.
She's calling our show.
That's
so
good.
That's a strike against her.
All right. Listen, Marina. Don't get pregnant.
No.
All right.
You still need to have the talk with this guy. Because you got to at least get it clear to him that you're beginning to have more feelings than you would wish you'd had.
Yeah.
And that if he's going to screw you over, you might as well understand what his intentions are, and you can adjust accordingly.
You got to worry when guys try and when guys are keeping up with themselves. I mean,
At 32.
James, a professional athlete, he has to stay in shape. That's his business. But regular guys, when they start working out, I'd say the number one thing, if you were with a guy, especially if you're married to a guy or dating a guy for a long period, all of a sudden he starts working out, something's up.
I don't know about that, because guys go up and down the workout
He might
thing.
need to get healthy.
Yeah, guys go on and off
some
with
shape.
that.
You see, James,
If it's a guy's never worked out before.
Here's the difference between me and you, James.
what's up,
You
man?
see the good in people and then try to kill them.
No. Chill out. Look, now if a guy if his health is declining, when you go to the doctor says you got to do something to get yourself better.
Yeah.
All right.
He might
Or
go to the gym.
What if it's the guy who's worked
All
out all his life and kind of lets it go and then gets it back again at some point? Yeah.
Like myself, I did it before. I had to let it all go. Boom, got 275. Look at me now.
275.
275.
Wow.
275 packed on a 5'9", and probably still look better with a shirt off.
Not
than
like
us.
roly poly.
Oh, yeah.
Man. That was a donut.
I don't know, but see, when black guys get the rolls, it looks like muscle that's just taking a nap.
Yeah.
Hey, I look like
You
big
don't
boy.
get pink and stretch marks. Our nipples get bigger and stuff. We have the big frisbee size areolas. We're a mess. Yeah. I'm coming back as a black dude next, Drew.
There you go.
That's going to be my move. Yeah. I'm going to let make sure everything's cool and then just come back as a
There you
black
go.
guy. And you know what? I'm not putting a shirt on. I'm
Ever.
walking around with my
Ever.
shirt off. At a dead of winter,
good.
shirt off.
There you go.
All the way. I don't care if I get a job as a lawyer. I'll put the tie on with no shirt. Just no shirt. All right. Where are we, Drew? All right. So here's my point. Oh, yes. Guys can work out, of course. I'm just saying if you're with a guy who doesn't seem interested in working out for a number of years
Right,
and all of a sudden
yes.
he's hitting the gym and looking at himself in the mirror, that may be a sign.
Yeah.
All right.
Whenever guys are behaving themselves, watch out. Basically, what we're saying.
When they're doing what?
Behaving themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever it is.
That's right. Amber,
Yeah.
you're 21?
Yes.
What's up?
I was just wondering if there's any health risks with this. I have this form of masturbation where I like to lay down in the tub and let the water pulsate over my vagina and my clitoris. And I was just wondering if that, there's any, if that can, do, I don't know, if there's anything health effects with that.
Yeah, is that all right with you, James?
So, man, I need to go help her. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry, Doc.
No, it's good, James. No,
Sure.
nothing
What
wrong with
about
that.
it,
That's a preferred method, as a matter of fact.
What's
But
Amber phone
it's
number?
Certified.
It couldn't wash your essence out, you know?
No, not get your essence out. I suppose if you really had a firm, sort of intense pressure, you could get a urinary tract infection, but that's about it. Or you could burn yourself. You said it was hot water, but
Well, you'd work that out. How often you do that, Amber?
Whenever I feel like it.
Where your boyfriend?
wait,
All
hold
right.
on a second.
Where the boyfriend?
Yeah, where's your boyfriend?
I don't have one. It's like a guaranteed orgasm in 30 seconds.
Oh, it's time for
That's
Doc Gable to come over there.
Yeah. Black woman.
Yeah,
too.
there you
Yeah.
go.
He communicates with fish and with vaginas.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right, so guaranteed orgasm, 30 seconds, and really once a week, twice a week. What are you good for?
I'd say probably twice.
Twice.
That's too much.
I'm trying to think. She's out in Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona. I'm out there all the time.
All right. Swing by her pad. Should be the place the water coming out of the front door,
the water
cascading down the driveway. I swear to you. So we always talk about, especially Phoenix. It's a desert, and there's droughts, and water conservation always a big deal. And here in Los Angeles, same thing. It's a desert, water conservation, and th're always telling you, hey, turn the sprinklers off,
Preserve
or don't
water.
run them at night, don't run them during the day, don't wash your car off with the hose, don't wash down the drive with the hose, blow it out. How about hey, teenagers, quit beating off in the tub. Guys go in there, they turn the water on so mom thinks they're taking a shower, then they spend 20 minutes beating off in front of the toilet. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, that's beautiful
Adam,
water
a
going
new
right down
PSA.
the drain.
There's a new PSA here.
I could do it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Adam Carolla. This is my partner, James Lights Out Tony. We're trying to knock out teenage masturbation.
Oh.
Hey, we're not. You want to beat off in bed? Fine. You want to do it in the closet? You want to do it in the entry
But
hall?
don't do
Fine.
it in the shower.
That's right. That's good. That's good potable water just going right down the drain. And if you think about it, teenagers just go in, they turn the faucet on, and then they go in there and they go at themselves.
Somebody-
for
Yeah,
20 minutes.
I'm trying to tell you. They do that all the damn time.
I know.
They gotta stop that.
Meanwhile, we got a drought.
That's it. That's it PSA right there.
Contamination.
James
Tony-
is going, you got to stop that.
James Toney's lawn is turning brown because you teenagers won't quit beating off in the tub. And again, we do that thing where we do, knock out water waste,
Yes.
because whenever it's a sports thing, you got to, if it was
But
baseball,
you
you'd
need
say
little
hit a home
efforts
run.
like, turn off the tub and pick up the sock. Some.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Man, I can't get with this girl masturbating this in the tub, man.
Yeah, the guys
Amber.
do it like that, and then the girls. This is a thing I learned from this show, James. Many women do this in the tub.
Well, I
Many
gotta see
women.
this.
Our
Yeah.
producer does it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, everyone except for my mom. And
Oh,
James,
man, I don't
James's
wanna
mom.
hear that.
No, your mom neither.
Hey,
Neither
you
one.
talking about my mama, dog?
No, I'm saying
you
she
talking about my
does-
mother?
I'm saying she doesn't do it.
Hey, I don't care if she.
Oh,
Whatever.
bad boy.
I don't care if she do it. That's
Don't
on
say
her.
the S word.
I don't
All right,
care.
I'm saying I don't care either. I'm not saying she does or she doesn't.
You just say whatever James wants.
Whatever
Oh,
James
there you
wants
go.
his mom to do in the tub is what she does.
Oh, Kevin's mom or Juan, whoever mom, I don't care.
That's what I know.
Doesn't matter.
Here you go.
Unacceptable.
Mike,
Unacceptable.
you're 23?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You want to marry your girlfriend?
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you guys. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for
You're
calling.
gay.
No, you're not.
It's true. How dare you?
I didn't say that.
He said he was getting married.
What's up, Mike?
Not too much. I just wanted to call and get your advice on my situation. I've been with my girl for a really long time and like to ask her to marry me, but like there's something that I've been keeping from her, and I don't know if I should bring it up
What
or
happened?
not.
What happened?
I just have I was really young at the time, and I got arrested for petty theft. And
What'd you steal?
An ascot. This kid's gay. Come
No,
on,
I
kid.
A
was
USB port.
Yeah, what'd you steal?
A couple of DVDs and stuff.
Some DVDs.
Just selling it for money. I just kind of.
Right. All right. So you have a misdemeanor and what?
Well, I mean, it totally straightened out my life, and like, I just graduated, and like, I'm on the right track now. I'm applying to dental school and trying to.
Wow.
Going to
do the
dental
right
school.
thing.
Cool.
All right. All right. So what?
So I just don't know if I should like even bring it up to her or like.
That's the past, man. Leave it alone.
But I don't see why you would be. Is she squeaky clean and you idealize her and you're afraid that she'll somehow.
Yeah.
Sure it ain't something else?
I told her just recently that I smoked pot once, and she was kind of freaked out about that too. And so, like,
By the way, his one time smoking was from 16 to 22.
One time for 8 years. Hey, Mike, why are you going to marry this prissy chick? She sounds too uptight for you.
No,
you're a
I mean,
wild man. I mean, you're a dental school student. I mean, you're out of control, buddy. You're like a biker,
Yeah,
with your
seriously.
floss and the water pick and everything.
Well,
Yeah?
you know how it goes. I don't know. She's just awesome. She's a really
Hang
good
on.
girl. And
You did not smoke pot just once.
no, really, just once.
Really?
Yeah.
Was
I
it
swear
good
to God.
to you?
What's that?
Yeah.
Was it good to you?
I don't know. Yeah, it was just I was at a friend's house, and it was
All right. All right, but hold on a second. You're going to dental school.
well, not yet. I'm applying.
You're applying to dental school.
Uh-oh,
By the way,
somebody's
you really want to
lying.
do that? Crawl inside of people's mouths?
That's
all
good. That's
that?
good. It's good life.
It is a good life?
Yeah.
Really? Scraping the plaque off people's tongues and having them try to talk to you while they're all numbed up and
If they're interested in that stuff, it's pretty cool.
who's interested in that stuff?
It's procedural
He
stuff.
is.
No, I wouldn't want a job. I want a job where people want to see me. You know what I mean? The dentist, people are angry when
Yeah,
they show
just
up.
kids are that way. Adults are fine.
What? I'm 40. I'm angry at the dentist.
Oh, that's you.
Mike?
Yes.
All right. Well, look, I think she's too uptight. I think you ought to slow it down.
Well, no,
a
wait,
little
no,
bit.
no,
Take it to a strip club with
here's
you.
what
Right.
you need to do. Here, Mike, here's the deal. You don't idealize her so much. She needs to be able to accept who you are, and to hide parts of yourself because you're afraid of upsetting her sort of unrealistically rigid expectations. That's not a good relationship. You got to lay it out, who you are, all your warts and sores and whatever. And if she loves you, she'll accept all that. It's not like you're somebody who's prone to spiraling out of control. You're fine.
All right.
Right.
All right,
Mike.
Thanks a lot for the.
Yeah, don't hide stuff. It's all right.
Let me tell you, before I got married, I told my wife I'd pee in the sink.
No, you
right.
did not. You saved that till afterward, and she's been freaking about it ever since.
She wants a divorce.
She would not have married you if she knew that.
Well, again, I'm conserving water. That's my whole thing. I don't want James Toney to have a dead lawn or a Escalade that's covered with a coat of dust. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something, man.
Together
I don't
we
care
can
about
knock
the
out
grass.
the drought. Knock out the drought.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you are.
There's the PSA.
Hey!
All
Everybody
right.
clap for that one.
James Toney. James Chocolate Thunder Count
There you go.
Chocula.
Another one. Dang, Chocolate Thunder. I like that one.
Dark Gable Tony. Lights Out Tony is going to be fighting 1 week from tonight
today.
on the Best Damn Sports Show. He's fighting Rydell Booker.
What time it is?
22-0. It's about
I'll be
5
in the ring at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock Pacific time.
Yes.
in the ring. 5 p.m. 5:03 should be. He should be home actually.
Yeah.
I should be home by 5:30.
5:30.
You're
5:30
gay.
And not even.
You know, by the time you get all done with all the ring announcements and all that, time
Sure.
to go to work. Bam.
Right. All right. James, Lights Out Tony, a honor to finally meet you and have you on the show.
Thank you, Adam.
We'll have you back
Thank you,
soon
Doc.
when you're
Doc,
fighting
James?
Klitschko,
Yes,
perhaps.
sir.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Loveline.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back.
Big caps.
Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Where the hell did the week go, Drew?
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of weird that way, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what it was. By Monday or Tuesday, it was like, oh, when is this week going to end? And now it's, wait a minute, tomorrow's Friday?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I got a lot to do between now and like Sunday. I'm sort of dreading it.
What do you got to do, Drew?
Just a lot of patience and kids running around.
All right. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Find some time for you.
Thank you.
Have
I need some me
Calgon
time.
take you away.
Yeah, bubble bath. That'd be good.
Do a little
No, wait a
masturbation
minute.
in the tub. I want to thank James Lights Out Tony for coming in here.
He was an
tonight.
interesting guest.
Yes, I love the guy, and he's a great personality and a great boxer, and always entertaining in and out of the ring. All right, so look forward to that fight 1 week from today, and we'll talk to Lee, who's 24. Lee?
Yes.
What's up?
No, I just have this thing whenever whenever I masturbate, I'll ejaculate, and it's like really watery, almost like urine, but I never have an orgasm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But something will come out of you, and not and it's not just lubrication. It's not
Right.
moisture.
Honestly, the first time it happened, I thought that I couldn't control my bladder.
I think
But-
that's what is happening.
No, but I investigated. It's not that.
How did you investigate? Pray tell.
I checked it. I smelled it, and it's a little sticky.
A little
It's not,
sticky,
but
a
it's
little viscous.
so watery.
Because I would think, how can you, without the muscular contraction of an orgasm, it's hard for there to be
Well, no,
anything.
but my muscles contract,
I see. So you're sort of squeezing something out just prior to having an orgasm.
but it's a lot.
Yeah, that's you.
And how does it come out? I mean, is it like wiper spray? Is it like a super soaker, or squirt gun? What?
Well, it just kind of comes out. It doesn't
By the
squirt.
way, how come I knew we would never? The answer to that is it just kind of comes out. By the
'Cause
way,
it's Loveline caller. That's how you know.
It's the radio. People, you paint a picture with words. Everybody, I'm trying to figure out.
Could it
to
be
me,
like a urine stream, or does it seem like something
no?
just
Well,
washes out?
yeah, I don't even know what I'm
Flushes
trying
out.
to figure out anymore. But it seems like if it sort of just dribbles out, I could see her doing it without having an orgasm. If it comes sort of blasting out, it seems curious that there's no orgasm.
The other thing is that usually it can come out in like rhythmic pulsations. You know,
Right.
Is it coming out in repetitive streams or a
hold
single
on.
stream?
How does it come out, Lee?
It'll come out a little bit at first, and then it'll be a lot.
Just a
How?
What? Describe the
How?
stream.
It's like
For
what?
the love of Christ, how?
It's
Jesus
like it's peeing, but it's not. Like it's a spray, but it's a weak spray.
Like a stream, like urine.
All right. I want to strangle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to strangle the callers, and then I'm going to strangle myself. Can you kill yourself by strangling yourself, Drew?
I'm sure you could.
I'm going to try.
But
here's the point. The question is, how does it come out? And I believe me, I'm not so stupid as to just ask how does it come out, because the answer would be very nicely, thank you. I have to say, is it like a wiper spray? Is it like a squirt gun? What kind of stream does it come out? And of course, first you get,
it just
a
comes
lot
out.
comes out.
It just comes out.
It just comes out is answer number one. Number two, a lot comes out, and then a little bit. Really? Just can't do. Well, what is that about people, Drew? And how do they not know what you're asking?
My guess, she studied rhetoric in college.
What? Please tell us how it comes out.
It's It's a pouring out. It's like if you took a glass of water and then you just poured it out slowly. It just pours out.
So there's no sort of rhythmic pulsation. Or anything.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Pours out.
Yeah, that makes sense because when the muscles contract, you can squeeze those glands pretty good and squirt something out.
Yeah,
What doesn't
that's
make
not
sense to me.
squirting out. That's pouring
out. Yeah, which is that's fine.
All
that makes
right.
sense.
All right. Oh.
Are you able to have an orgasm?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you able to have an orgasm at all?
No, I've never had one.
All right.
That's wild.
You with a guy? You got a boyfriend?
Yes.
Oh, I totally screwed up, Drew. I forgot. Is James Toney left the building? Yeah.
Why?
Okay. It's Rosh Hashanah. I meant to wish a guy happy Rosh Hashanah.
He's never going to speak to you again. You know how they can get.
It's like one of these things where now he's in his car. Now I remember. I think he was angry.
You get him a Yom Kippur.
Okay. I feel like an idiot. James, if you're listening, buddy.
Happy New Year, James.
Happy Jewish New Year, buddy. Happy
New Year.
Just Happy New Year. Yeah. I mean, just New Year. Happy Rosh Hashanah. I'm sorry. This is so obvious, so stupid. Yeah, I got caught up in the record. I was plugging the fight.
It's just yes. When things are obvious, it's hard to.
Is my face red?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be.
All right. Let's get back to the phones and speak to Cheryl. All right. So Lee, nothing wrong with you.
You got to keep working at things. She should be having orgasms. That's kind of weird that she's not.
All right. Wait a minute. Lee.
Oh,
she hung up. All right. Lee was one of these chicks who was, first off, I'm going with hot chick, and I'm going with not as hot as she thinks she is, but hot chick. And I don't know quite how to say it. There's certain people out there who think they deserve more than they've earned.
Oh, you think she was that? I didn't get that from her.
Well, no, I just mean a little like, hey, what's going on? Hey, why isn't this happening? Not totally, but a little bit.
I just got sort of underdeveloped.
And the thing about that is for women, if you're pushing, you know what it's like. It's like trying to put a thread through a needle and being in a big hurry and being aggressive about it. It's like you got to stop. You got to shake your hands out. You got to hold it up. You got to move very slowly, and there's no really forcing it in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Orgasms that way. Yes.
Well said.
And don't go into every sexual encounter thinking tonight's going to be the night. Just have a wine cooler and relax.
She was using a vibrator, though.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Nice. Cheryl?
Hello.
What's up?
Hi, boys.
Hey, Carol.
So I have a problem here. I just recently found out that I have BV. And
just
we're not using all these alphabet soup.
Okay,
it's bacterial vaginosis is what she's talking about.
Oh. James and I were going to do a PSA for BV as well as the drought thing.
Knock out the BV.
Knock out the BV. Really? Is
Lights
by the
out
way,
on BV.
Who decided, and I know it seems obvious, but every single time they have some, athlete, there's a guy from the Dodgers, and they always get these athletes to do these public service announcements, and it's like, hit a home run with your family by, okay, that was cute the first 700 million times we saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead and hire a pro.
Let's just go ahead and do something else. We get it. You play professional baseball. Yeah. And by the way, do you talk that way all the time? Just hitting home runs.
You think I look like a cigar store Indian?
I know. Cheryl?
Okay.
All right.
So I found out that I have this, and I was just wondering whether or not, what the amount of time or how long I have to wait until I have intercourse again with my partner.
How are you being treated?
Yes.
How are you being treated?
I actually went to...
How are you being treated?
I had some antibiotics.
Which antibiotics?
God, I don't remember. Something that starts with an M.
Okay, metronidazole?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you couldn't drink alcohol while you were on that
well,
kind
that'd
of
be
thing.
a deal
That'd be the
breaker.
done for you.
Yeah,
you took that for a week. Did your boyfriend take it also?
Actually, no, that was the thing.
Hmm.
I am not really altogether sure whether or not it was him or not.
Well, you're cleared up. You're cleared up right away from the antibiotic. I mean, it works very, very quickly, so you could have sex right away. The problem is, though, if you had been having sex with him, he also could be harboring the bacteria now. you're
passing it back and forth.
Yeah, you're supposed to treat him too if you've been treated. So you can go ahead and try to have sex, but he may give it back to you.
I don't. I wouldn't take medication where I couldn't booze.
I know that. I would not even begin to think of giving you something like that.
Vagina could smell like a compost heap. And
Your vagina, yeah.
My vagina.
Yeah.
And as I learned, I had today. By the way, I didn't know I had a vagina. Then I went to the gym.
Well, you asked me about your period yesterday.
Saw James Toney sparring, and I got scared. And I was not feeling 100%, Drew, as you know. As you know, I'd complain to you.
Yeah, dysmenorrhea.
I have some. Yeah, I think my cervix is tilted actually.
Yeah,
you pansy.
Uterus.
Uterus. Yeah, it's on. It's akimbo. It's
John.
Yeah, John.
16.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
What's up?
I am Jewish. I'm actually calling because you guys just brought up Rosh Hashanah, but in Judaism, in the Torah, it says you're not allowed to waste semen. And
What exactly does it say?
I don't know the exact words, but
What's the Torah? Is that the Old Testament?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to waste semen or sperm, which means no masturbation.
Isn't it something of the effect of it can't be spilled on the ground or something?
No, it's just you can't waste it, unless
you might want to look it up
intent
just so
is
you can
to-
stay consistent with your faith.
All right.
Anyway,
there you go.
So I guess unless my intent is to have a baby, which it's not.
No, and John, what's the plan here? Because God takes it out of you during the night, and it gets wasted that way if you don't take it out of yourself.
Well, but but he'll pass over your house. Drew, what's that one called where he passes over the kid and doesn't give him a wet dream?
Oh, no, we have to put the sperm of the lamb out in front
You
of
put
the
the
house.
sperm of the lamb out on the front door, and
And it
that's
passes over.
God passes over. It all makes perfect sense. It really does. Anyway, John.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm this summer been taking my religion a little more seriously, and I don't know because I don't think it's really practical. Not to
So,
masturbate.
you're a virgin, right?
Yes.
No, it's not possible, John. Seriously, as a physician, you will have nocturnal emissions.
No, I understand that, but I guess
Yeah.
it's more like the intent.
Okay, all right.
Well, if you think of unattractive women, I think God's easier on you. You know?
What's your question? What is your question exactly?
I
What do you want us?
I just want to know what you guys think I should do.
I mean, should you follow the letter of your faith?
I think you beat yourself to a pulp, and I'll see you in hell. Well, listen, John. Here's the problem with all this nonsense.
Well, now wait a minute.
All right.
I mean, think about it.
Look, I love the Jews. God bless the Jews. They have a comically novel religion, but it keeps the kids together and the family. Everything works out.
Well,
it works
that is
fine.
the point. That point was actually made very clearly in South Park the other day when they were talking about Mormonism.
Yeah.
Is that these things work for people and they keep them focused in a way.
That's right. All right.
So let's not disparage these things just
Well,
because they.
And then here's what I want to say: if you're going to be devout and you're going to adhere to the tenets of your religion, then no beating off.
No beating off.
Now that's the thing.
But from our standpoint, we don't see what you get out of that. Maybe you want to.
But let me just say this. All you nut jobs with your crazy religion. If that's what you are, I mean, if you're Muslim, if you're Christian, if you're Jewish, whatever you are, born again, whatever, or Jehovah's Witness, whatever it is, you picked your kooky religion. That's your religion. Feel free to follow it to the letter of the law and enjoy, and then shut up. That's it. That's your thing. Then do it, and shut up. Go read the kooky cookbook that whatever your religion espouses, and then follow it to the letter of the law, and I'll be enjoying myself. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
but follow it. You got to follow it. It's your religion. You cannot pick and choose the good stuff you like. It's not a religion buffet.
But I think things are sort of open to interpretation, and you can kind of that kind of thing. That kind of thing.
Of course, you swing it in your direction. Let me tell you this though. I was somewhere. I was down in like the Fairfax area today.
Little Ethiopia.
No, it was Little Jerusalem, and I was down there. It's like the Hasidic Jew part of town, and actually,
there is a Little Ethiopia sign as you go down Fairfax, right?
Yeah,
between here and the part you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
And by the way, do we really want to live in a city
I know.
with no Little Italy and a Little Ethiopia?
Los Angeles, yeah.
And by the
come
way,
on,
it shouldn't be little Ethiopia. It should be tiny Ethiopia
You're right.
because there's 3 doors and it's just a bunch of flies. It's a mess, this place. But okay, here's the point. I'm down at where the Hasidim are chilling, and the Jews are there and their families, and they're all Hasidic Jews. And I see this kid. He's like 8, and he's got this do where his head is basically shaved to the point, marine haircut, short, buzz cut on the top part, and then it's real long on the side because he's got the payos, and he's wearing he's 9 years old. He's wearing a black suit and a black top hat, and I thought, no, not child abuse. At what point do we start calling this child abuse? By the way, look. My kid gets some secondhand smoke. He's going to be taken out of the house. You shave your kid's head and dress him like he's in the mafia, and fill his head with a bunch of retarded crap. And he's got his curls hanging down past his jaw. I'm sure he's getting his ass kicked at school every other day. What? No. That's good. That's a good thing. Can't say anything about that. That's fine. We're essentially indoctrinating him into a cult. Is there a big difference between that and a cult? What's the big difference, by the way?
No leader.
It's one thing.
No guy having sex with the women.
It's one thing to have your religion, have your faith, fine, believe what you got to do, whatever keeps you sane. I understand. But, when you're shaving the kid's head and putting him in the crazy outfit and he's spending, not plugging anything in on a Saturday and spending X amount of hours a day, kneeled down facing Mecca or wherever the hell you're going, whatever your nutty religion is, but that's a cult. That kid is being indoctrinated into a cult. That's it. And by the way, what is? By the way, all cults is they're upstart religions that just don't get enough momentum. I don't know. Take a look at them in 100 years. Maybe they'll be a religion. What the hell did all this stuff start as? Started, a few thousand years ago. There were 5 people. I'm sure it was called a cult. All right. Anyway, a happy Rosh Hashanah, I'll say. And no disrespect. I love the Jews. I think as far as kooky religions, they got the number one because the families stay together. Everyone loves each other, and they push everyone through college, and they do right. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That's fine. They don't blow anything up. Once in a while, they try to defend themselves. Anderson, when is that phone ringing?
Anticipation of the calls we'll be getting tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll take a no. I love the Jews. I'm like an honorary Jew.
Oh, you are.
Oh, yeah. We'll take a quick break.
I'm a Jew.
And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's the good doctor, Dr. Drew. Ooh, oh, yeah. All right. Hey, next week, I think we're going to have Sarah Silverman on the show. A delight.
Dean Cain.
Beautiful. Dean Cain. By the way, Dean Cain, one of the nicest, genuinely nice guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Friendly as hell.
Yeah.
Hate that guy.
Hey, Corolla.
Hmm.
Speaking of Sarah Silverman, I saw a promo for her today in the LA Weekly, I think. She had a Hitler mustache.
Oh, really?
What was
Yeah,
she doing?
the name of her show is like Jesus is Magical, I think. And
Jesus is Magic, I think, yeah.
Jesus is Magic. And she's just standing there with a Hitler mustache. It's like a good picture of her, but she's got the Hitler mustache.
Is this a stand-up thing she's doing, or?
Yeah, I think it's like a live show.
We will hear about it next week.
I was talking. Thank you, Anderson. I was talking about that a couple of weeks ago. That if all the footage I see, all the World War II footage, all the footage of all the German guys and everything, foot soldiers, generals, everybody. All I do is go home, watch the History Channel. I get drunk, and I think we got to bomb Germany again. That's what I do. I sit there with my bottle of red wine. I'm like, and they're like, and then they march 6 million Jews to the camp. I'm like, we're not done with you. We're coming after you, Jeremy. We're gonna give you a good one. So the point is I said all the footage I've ever seen, never seen a guy with a Hitler mustache, but Hitler.
Right.
And until a few weeks ago when I did see an infantryman with that Hitler mustache, and I thought, what abuse he must have taken from the rest of the guys in the regiment. Hey, Colonel Kiss Ass, over here. Nice. And he's trying to do that thing where he's going, hey, what do you mean? I was sporting the Hitler mustache a long time. This is way before Treaty of Versailles. Come on now. Go look at my high school yearbook. I'll show you that it's in there. Junior year over at Helmet High. That had the Hitler mustache. Hitler got it from me. Besides, I think it looks good. And by the way,
stylish.
I just realized, people said, well, maybe it was a slap in the face to the Fuhrer to sport the mustache.
Right.
It never is.
It's always a compliment.
Yeah, Nehru put on a Nehru jacket, and so did all of India. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do that. Jackie Kennedy put the pillbox hat on, and so did all of the women in the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And people go for the haircut, they go for the look, they go for the suits that their beloved leaders
So what
had.
you're saying is that this one was so wacky.
Hitler's stash was so effed up that people wouldn't even go for it.
Right.
And he would probably... I imagine probably talking to some of his generals, like, hey, how's the stash? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just not coming in. Wife made me shave it. You probably could have scored some points if you would have gone for the Hitler mustache.
Now, the other thing, that was a period of history where clean-shaven was routine, right? People did not have facial hair.
Yeah.
Think about it. Back then, everyone.
It was
clean-shaved.
it was especially in that part of the country, but the world, I should say. But also here, you didn't see guys in the
certainly not with the handlebar mustache,
late 30s, early 40s with the stash of the beard.
So.
And nobody, and maybe, by the way, it was even a regulation in the military that you couldn't have facial hair. But
that sounds dramatic, right?
Hitler had that soul patch on top of his lip, and I saw a guy riding in a half track and foot. I TiVo'd it, I ran it back.
Still
6
have it on
times.
TiVo?
Hitler mustache. Yeah, it's I labeled it.
How would you
Hitler's
shave
mustache.
that? How would you shave that anyway? Do you just go to the edges and that's it?
Had he shaved Hitler's mustache?
I mean, how do you shave it?
Very careful.
How do you grow it in?
I don't know. I'm going to work on one. Or we'll ask Sarah
did he
Silverman.
do anything here?
I don't think he did anything in the middle. Well, Sarah Silverman will come on next week. We'll ask her how she grew in that Hitler's mustache.
Good.
And Rich Eisen's going to be in here from the NFL Network. Very good sportscaster next week as well. Steve?
Yeah.
You're 28?
Yes.
What's up?
Yes, I've been dating a stripper for about a year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been living together. We moved from Arkansas to Arizona back in January.
For her career?
No. Actually, I got her into stripping because my whole family's in it. My younger brother's wife is a stripper. My older brother has his own male review. And so.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Do you do any stripping yourself, Steve?
Yeah, I'm going to start stripping here pretty soon, in about a month, as soon as I get my abs in.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So you got to get into shape, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All I got to do is get my abs in.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to look, stupid or anything.
No, you don't. The last thing you want is to go out there with the love handles, maybe a big zit on your back.
Whole family in stripping. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is me and my older brother, we don't do steroids. It's all natural. We do,
Yeah, I know. No, a lot of the strippers these days are on the juice.
What is your question?
My question is I'm thinking my girlfriend is cheating on me because whenever she first started stripping back in like February, she took a guy home and stayed the night with him and everything else, and I haven't trusted her ever since. And
she's not cheating. No, how dare
a stripper takes a guy home from
spends the night
from the club?
Yeah, a DJ.
Oh.
Because he needed a ride home And,
Yeah.
and I told her, and the thing about it is,
he needed a ride home.
Is she doing drugs?
Hey, oh, banging Steve's girlfriend. Businessman's lunch. To the some goes, some blow. Tammy, stage 4.
Is she getting involved with drugs, Steve?
no, she's never done drugs or anything in her life.
All right. All right. Steve,
sorry.
We're short on time.
Not a good situation.
May have cheated. Oh,
Yeah.
that DJ, he needed a ride home. You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
All right. I don't know what to say. You're dating a stripper or you're married to a stripper. Your family strips. Okay. It's a rich tradition. All right.
Bad boundary situation. That's why these things don't tend to work out.
Right. All right. You date a stripper, you get cheated on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You date an accountant, she does your taxes. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, here's the deal. You looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE. Call the Dateline.
1-800-LOVE-191. Call LoveLine.
Well, that's the show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I want to thank James Lights Out, Dark Gable Toney for coming in here, snorting into the microphone. He's going to fight 1 week from today on Thursday, Best Damn Sports Show, about 5 o'clock. And
Pacific.
Fighting a guy 22-0. So it'll be always a good show. So check that out. I want to thank Engineer Anderson for doing a fabulous job back from... Betty Ford. I want to thank, who else we thank? Brian for doing a great job on the phones all week long. Engineer Chris, producer Ann, and of course just one junior producer, Lauren, for doing a whale of a job. Except for she should have put James Toney's actual record on this cheat sheet.
She assumed you knew it, I think.
It's coming. All right. So until next, well, she assumed I know his name too, but I got this at the top. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
I'm a veteran. See, that's why they call me Dark Gable. I'm very able.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.